everyone, my name is Brent. This is Lift Free and Toolon, and today we are checking out this Powersmart inverter generator. Now this is 2350 watts. That means this is a 15 amp, 120 volt alternating current generator. Now that's supposed to be super quiet, it's supposed to be super efficient, and one of the things that I struggle with the most is using my generator in my barn because I don't have power at my barn. Now my generator is 120 volts, this is 120 volts, this runs off of a 15 amp circuit, so it should do just fine. But in order to test out this generator and it has clean power coming out, I want to use it on my welder, and hopefully with that it's going to show you how this works. Now we're going to see how quiet it is, and then based upon how quiet it is and the type of power that it puts out, you're going to see the performance of it. But before then, we actually need to get it ready, and that's what we're going to do right now. Let's first take a look. This is what it looks like. It's not that heavy, you know. You can hold it with one hand. It's not that bad. This is what the front looks like, and the front's kind of interesting once we take a look at this, because you have your ground, you have your parallel connections, you have your two AC amp outlets, you have your lights here, your reset for overamping, things like that, and you have your circuit breakers here. This is your choke. Once you just pull it out, I know it's hard to see. And then over here, this is your on and off switch. So that's pretty easy. If we take a look on top, we slide this down. Inside, that's where you're going to see that your spark plug is at. And then over here, this is where we fill the oil. Now this does not come with oil, so we will have to fill the oil. Over here, this is where you have your fluid filling, and this is for your gasoline, your fuel. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start it up, but let's put the fluids in it. Let's make sure that we can do what we need to get done in order to be successful. So first, let's go ahead and fill it up. We have to fill it up to the top of the dipstick line, which is right here. It has to come dry. So we're going to stick this right down in there. And I'm going to be pretty conservative when pouring this. I want to make sure I'm not putting too much in. Yep, that looks pretty good to me. In order to run this, there's a couple things you need to do. First of all, you have to turn the ventilation knob to the on position, and that would be this right here. So we're going to turn this on. So it lifts it up, it creates ventilation so it can actually siphon the pump down inside it. The next thing that we have to do is we have to pull the choke lever, so we're going to pull that out just right there. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to turn this to on, and then we're going to pull the start. Now, first time it's ever been started, right here, you can see what that is. So let's see how it does. Oh. Let it run. Okay, so I'm going to step back just a little bit. This is super quiet. Okay, so that was 65 dB from right around 10 feet away. So from me to the generator on eco mode, it was only 65 dB. All right, it's actually still running. I'm done welding. It did a good job. All right, I've turned it off. I'm gonna turn off the vent right here so it's not gonna be able to pull the gasoline down. Now, I've gotta say, I am impressed. This is the OmniPro 220 welder. It's a multi-process welder. I've got it set up to run off the 120 volts, which is good for me. That's what I need it to do because I weld in a lot of different places, and getting the power for it can be difficult, but I do gotta say, whenever it started welding and this was starting to really put out the amperes, it did a decent job. It actually kept up. The welds did good. I was able to penetrate the metal. I built a lot of exhaust for all of my most of my vehicles, whether it's repairing or putting high performance exhaust on. And that really does help me, and this really helps me as well. One of the things that you got to look for generators is sound pollution, and as you can see on eco mode, this did 65 dB from 10 feet away. Now typically whenever you look for dB, you do 50 feet away. Now imagine if you take that out to 50 feet on eco mode. I mean, it's what, 10 dB at that point? It's going to be a little less, but in reality, at 10 feet away, if you're at a fair, if you're camping or something else, this is going to do pretty much everything you want it to do, and it's going to be able to satisfy that. It has a really nice insulated case, good muffler system, easy to start, and it's light. Look at this. It's light. You can just carry it and do whatever you really want to with it. It's not going to break the bank either. It's not one of the brands that's going to charge you just because it's a name brand. This is off Amazon. I'm going to stick the link down below, but you got to make your own decision. This isn't something that I'm trying to push to go buy. I really wanted to test it out. Could it, and this is what I told the manufacturer, could this support me welding? As you can see, it supported me welding pretty dang good, and I am super excited about that. If you want to learn more, go check out the link below. Let me know your thoughts. Do you weld with a generator as well? And if so, what type of generator are you using besides the combination generator welder, which, you know, Miller and Lincoln, a lot of other people make those, but I'm welding on a budget. I have a big family. I don't have a lot of money, so I gotta do the things that I've got to do on a shoestring budget. My name is Brent. This was a Lift Free and Tool, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe as well. That does help us out. And I can't wait to see you all in the next video. Get out there, go build something. Make your mistakes, learn from your mistakes, and pass on the solutions to the next generation. And we will all be better for it at the end of the day. Take care, everybody.